Hi, Tara.
Hey,
I'm just getting set up. I'm a little farther behind than I'd like. It's nice to see you, though.
it's nice to see you too.
See, how's my camera?
Mhm.
And then, if you don't have a meditation cushion at home, a folded blanket, or so I'm pressing record. So if you want to turn off your video, turn off your video. You could always mute unless you wanted to say something too. The little microphone, I think it's at the bottom left of the screen. But find a comfortable spot for your seat. You could even be sitting in a chair right now. You could be laying on the floor in constructive rest. But wherever you are, all we really have now is where you are right here and right now in your physical body, in the space you are in. Welcome that with your breath. Just the simple feeling of breathing for a few breaths. The other thing Susan Piver said that I found applicable, and this is true at all times, the discipline in, say, yoga or meditation is the coming back. So yes, your mind is going to hamster wheel its way around. And discipline not in a rigid sense, but in a taking care of yourself sense. I will continue to take care of myself by coming back to my breath. Make a note of any sensation you feel while you are breathing. Maybe the sensation of your side ribs, maybe even just the cool air. Make a note so that is a physical cue to come back, to help you come back to your breath. You could even use your Ujjayi breath, constricting at the base of your throat. And then just make your out breath a little bit longer. If you feel tension around your eyes, or you feel like your eyes are squeezed shut a bit, just loosen, unsquinch your gaze. If your molars are together, just let them fall apart. Settle into the sounds around you. Maybe there's birdsong through your windows. And on your next inhale, keeping this sense of steadiness, quietness with your breath, Let your spine come a little bit longer. And exhale. Here we go. Familiar practice, ear to your shoulder. Inhale back to center. And exhale, other side. Seeing if you can encourage just a little pause and a little softening in the ridge of your neck. Every time you exhale. And then inhale back to center. Switch the motion so that your chin swivels to your shoulder. The same softness applies. And keep that breath traveling into your side ribs. Back to center. Exhaling, chin tips down towards the chest. The back of the neck can be nice and long. And at any point, if you're tired of sitting cross-legged, straighten your legs. And then inhale the head back to center. And bring your hands together into prayer, thumbs touching lightly into your chest. And just see if you can raise your chest just a tiny little bit into your thumbs. And inhale, elbows come nice and wide. So lifting a little bit through the elbows, and then exhaling, let them release a couple times. Inhaling, lifting through the elbows. Exhaling, release. And then bringing your hands out to the side. Nice wide hand this time. We're going to inhale and we're going to lift through the fingertips all the way up, both side bodies, walking the fingertips up, up, up. And then exhaling, bending through your elbows. Exhaling your arms back down. Keeping a nice wide collarbone, doing this a few more times. Inhaling up nice and wide. Exhaling down. Keep soft through the shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale down. This time when you inhale up, we're going to inhale. Reach as high as you can. And then exhale, tip yourself forward, letting your hands come down to the floor. Turn palms facing up, so the inside of your elbows is going to be up. If you have the room, come onto your forearms and just take a couple breaths here. If you don't have the room, let your forearms sit on your knees. So breathing here, you can even walk your forearms out a little bit, but breathing into your back body. Letting your head be nice and heavy like a bowling ball. Then inhaling, walking yourself back up. Change your legs. So the other leg in front. Same thing, we're going to inhale, reaching with wide hands up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, reaching up, 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 up. Big inhale into the side body. Exhale forward. As far forward as you like. Breathing here. Breathing into your hips if you find any tension there. And inhaling, walking yourself up. Just for a moment, you can bring your legs out in front of you. Give your ankles a little roll one direction. And the other direction. And then flex and point your feet. And you can either keep your ankles extended here or you can cross your legs again. This time, we're going to give ourselves a great big hug. Squeeze really hard. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth and release. Inhale, nice wide arms. Give yourself a hug. Inhale. Squeeze really tight. Exhale, release. One more time. Two more times, but each time we're going to rotate one arm's in front or on top. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Nice wide arms. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. And just let the arms go. And then you can move your lift out of your way into table pose for a few cat-cows. So, shoulders, hands under your shoulders, hip width apart, knees as wide as you want. And inhaling, lifting up through the chest and chin. And exhaling, everything curls under. Couple more times. Finding that nice smooth breath you had in the beginning. Inhabiting your body. Next time you find yourself in neutral, look towards a hip. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other hip. Do this a couple times. And then come back to center. Walk your hands a little bit out in front of you. Leading with your chest, inhaling, exhaling, sinking your hips back to your heels. A couple times like this. Putting a little traction in your hands. Letting your shoulder blades slide up and down. And breathing into the space between your shoulder blades. You can keep going like this, or if you choose, when you come up, you can bring your forearms to the floor, sink your hips back, and bring your hands behind your head in a little reverse prayer, and take a few breaths here. Arms come out in front of you again. And we're just gonna walk the arms out to one side and take a few breaths. If your forehead isn't comfortable, you can just tuck one arm under if you like. Take a few breaths. Releasing at the end of every exhale. And then walk yourself over to the other side. Walk yourself back to center. Press down through your hands. Curl your toes under and into a downward facing dog. And take a moment to settle, to walk your feet up and down. Crack. Lift up through your sit bones, up and back behind you. And then settle for a breath or two with your heels sinking towards the floor. Your shoulder blades rolling out and away from you. And your spine nice and long, so sending your head away from your tailbone. You can even rock through your hips a little bit. And then make your way into a forward fold. So either stepping or hopping or walking. Forward fold. Knees as bent as you need them to be here. And thinking about sending length all the way up into your sit bones. Head nice and heavy. Shoulder blades nice and loose, even here. And then envisioning all the growing things right now, because despite what's happening in the human world, it is spring. Things are coming up. So imagining your feet like the roots in the soil, and then on the inhale as you slowly uncurl up to standing, like a little purple or blue or yellow crocus right now. Come find your mountain pose. And spend a breath or two in mountain pose. I'm just going to fix my camera for a moment so you can see my head. Maybe. Let's see if I find your mountain pose, feet rooting down into the earth. Lifting up through the arches of your feet. Rolling out through your hip sockets. On an inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come swooping down to one side. Inhale back up. Other side. And just go back and forth. Inhaling up with your breath. Exhaling down. And you can go as fast or slow here as you want. And then once you've done both sides evenly, come back to center. I think we did this last time. It's a kind of a three-part motion. We're inhaling to the side. Okay, inhale, exhale, swoosh. No, wait. Exhale, inhale, swoosh forward. Never mind. So we're doing 2 really fast inhales with the arm movements. So inhale, inhale, swoosh. Inhale, inhale, swoosh. Do 5 times like this. You can exhale through your mouth. If you get dizzy, stop. And find your way, when you're done, back into a mountain pose. And take a couple breaths here just to settle down. I hope everyone's doing well. Pipe in if you're not. Spring rising up from the earth through your feet to your shoulders. Shoulders nice and soft, neck nice and soft. We're going to do a few sun salutations. So you can follow your breath or you can follow me. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale down, right foot back, left foot back. Elbows squeezing into the ribs as you come to the floor. Inhaling however much you want into a little cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Spend a breath here. And then however you find your way back into a forward fold, whether you're hop, stepping, or jumping, find your way, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend through the knees, rise up, inhaling. Exhaling, mountain pose. Take a moment to feel your thumbs into your chest again. And ask your thumbs to help soften that chest area. Other side. Inhaling. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling halfway up, nice long spine here. Nice length through the back of the legs. Exhale down. Left foot goes back this time. Right foot follows. Exhale down to the floor. Inhale, little mini cobra. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. One full inhale, pause, exhale, pause here. Pushing out and back from your shoulders. And then either walk, stepping, or jumping into your forward fold. Inhaling, halfway up. Exhaling. Rooting through the feet, rising up. Exhale, mountain pose. A couple full inhale pauses, exhale pauses here. And I think it's okay to acknowledge happiness and joy now too. Just thinking about mountains and how the earth is so beautiful and how my kids are learning how to skip rocks really well right now. We're going to do a little variation of sun salutation on each side. I'll just follow my cues. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale down. Right foot back. Left foot back. Down to the floor. Mini cobra. Exhale. Turn the toes under. Downward facing dog. And we're going to bring the right foot forward in between the hands. So however your foot looks getting there. You can either stay up on the back toes or you can drop down to the back knee. We're going to bring our right hand. We're going to set it on the inside of our right foot. And we're going to inhale, left arm open. You can't see me very well, but inhale, spine nice and long. Exhale, chest comes to the ceiling. One more breath. Inhale, nice long spine. You might even find the back leg lengthening out through the psoas a little bit. Exhale down. Hands come on either side of your foot and step the back foot forward to meet your right foot. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Rooting down, rising up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhaling, pausing, exhaling, pausing. Taking that time for a breath. Lifting up through the arches of your feet. As we inhale up again to do the other side. Exhale for a fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, this time the left foot goes back. The right foot goes back. Come on to the floor into a little mini cobra. Exhale, turn the toes under, downward facing dog. This time step the left foot forward between your hands and either stay on the ball of your back foot or come down onto your knee. Take the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Right arm reaches up and you're opening the chest. Inhaling, nice long spine. Exhaling, open. 2 more breaths. Exhaling. Hands on either side of the foot, and then bring the back foot forward to meet your front foot. Inhaling, halfway up. Exhaling down. Inhaling, reaching up. Mountain pose. Coming to the front of the mat if you're not there, stepping your left foot back, right foot forward, hips facing the front of the room. We're going to inhale, warrior 1. Exhale right into warrior 2. And then, so we're making really sure that we're rooting down through our feet here, the outer edge of the back foot. We're going to alternate back and forth between inhaling, trailing the back arm down the leg, the top arm reaching up. And then exhaling, elbow or hand to the leg, and reaching in the opposite direction. So inhaling, coming up and back. Exhale, feeling that graceful flow, nice length through the sides. The feet are nice and grounded, the front knee is bent. And just go back and forth a couple of times with your breath. Rolling the top shoulder open, or armpit towards your ear, might be a better cue. One more time. And then coming into warrior 2. Turning your feet so that they're wide to your mat, and you might have to shuffle a little so they're even. Arms can come down for a second. For a couple of breaths, we're going to inhale, bend the knees into a little cactus or a goddess pose. So knees are going out, you're in a wide-legged stance. Inhale up. Exhale. Actually, we're going to inhale down. Oh, pelvic floor. Inhaling down. Exhaling up. We can't forget about our pelvic floor even in these times. Using your bum here to help you lift up. Feeling like it's working a little bit. One more time. And then turning the face the opposite direction. So this time your left foot is forward, your right foot is back. Outer turned out 45 degrees. Hips facing the front. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhaling, reaching up and back, curling in the armpit towards you. Exhaling, reaching forward. Back and forth with your breath cycle. Find an easy breath into your side ribs. Do one more forward, one more reaching back. Find your way back into warrior two. Turn your feet forward. So your feet are like little penguins right now. One hand on your heart this time, one hand on your belly. Knees are slightly bent, and for a breath, just feel that connection between heart and belly. See if you can breathe into both places. And if you can let go a little bit on the exhale. The next time you inhale, a little straighter spine. Bend your knees a little bit, exhale, forward. Let your head be heavy. Inhale with the flat back coming up. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale. And as you exhale, you can let your hands go. They can reach to the floor. They can reach to your toes. You can rock back and forth. You can move your shoulders side to side. Whatever feels good. And then uncurling again, bending through the knees and uncurling slowly all the way up to standing. Walking heel toe your feet together so that you find yourself back in mountain pose. Transfer the weight into your right foot. We're going to do tree, lifting up through the arch, engaging that whole leg all the way up to your bum. And then find a place for your foot, whether it's on your shin, your thigh, and then find what you want to do with your hands. Keep the collarbones rolling out and open. Sway in the wind. Easy through the shoulders, Ujjayi breath. See how long you can feel steady and at ease. And then exhaling, setting that foot back down, giving the other leg a little shake. Do the other side. Lifting up through the arch of the foot, engaging that whole leg, and finding a place for your other foot. A place, a steady spot for your gaze. There's a metaphor. Can we find steady spots for our gaze? And then find what you want to do with your arms. Maybe your arms don't want to do anything. Constricting the base of your throat to get that nice steadiness in your center. And then when you're ready, with control, setting that foot back on the floor. And then we're going to make our way into sitting on the floor. So both legs, I'd like you to be able to see my head for a little bit. Both legs extended out in front of you. Bend your right knee and hug it close into your chest. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, wrap your arm around that leg. Let the other arm fall behind you. And we're not cranking through the back. We are inhaling a nice long spine and letting a little gentle hug right from the tailbone up. One breath at a time, one vertebra at a time. Twist us around. Every inhale lifts you up. Every exhale brings you a little further around. And inhale back to center. Arms come up overhead. Switch your legs. Let your right arm hug your left knee this time. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale, one vertebra at a time, twisting around. Or gently turning, maybe is a better expression than twisting. One more breath, nice tall spine. Inhaling, coming back to center. Arms overhead. Knees either a little micro bend or quite a bit bent. It's up to you. Walk your hands up, walk your shoulders up. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, reach forward, 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 forward as far as you can go. It doesn't matter how far that is. Your hands could be here. They could be on your shins. They could be wrapped around your feet. Wherever you are, every exhale is an opportunity to soften into your legs and to let the head and the chest fall. Breathing all the way down the sides of your back to your sit bones. One more breath here. And then walking yourself back up. And we're going to come Do we want to do that? Yes. Let's bring our feet together into a little butterfly. Nice tall spine again. We're going to do another fold. Hands can be thighs, shins, around your feet. Nice and tall. And exhale, let yourself drape over your legs again. Your feet can be quite a bit away from you. And you don't need to come down very far. Wherever you are, you're thinking length. Inhale, soften, exhale. Breathing into those back ribs. And letting just tension drain right out of them on the exhale. And then inhale, walk yourself up. We're going to come down onto your back into constructive rest. Take a settling breath here. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. And then bring your hands open, palms facing up into a T. Inhaling, fill your back with breath. Exhaling, windshield wiper the legs to one side to make sure I'm not going to light myself on fire. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Keep the breath flowing. Keep it enveloping where you are, what you're doing. And then spend 5 breaths on each side with the legs lowered. And each time, think, can I soften from my toe tips all the way up to the crown of my head? Can I really come all the way to the end of my out breath before I begin the next one? Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other side. 5 breaths. Back to center after your 5 breaths. Maybe they're shorter or longer than mine. Hands come over the kneecaps. And exhale draws the knees in. Inhale lets them come away. Just back and forth. Hugging them in. Next time you find yourself hugging them, give them a nice big squeeze. Rock back and forth. Or do whatever feels good. Whatever you need to do. Maybe there's another pose you would like to do. I know there was another thing I read this week. That asana, so the word for pose, is not a noun, it's a doing, it's a verb. It's in the doing that matters, not the shape that it looks like. It's the quality of attention you bring. Then from here, get whatever you need to take a rest for a few minutes. So, Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you have a nice little setup with some couch cushions and some blocks or something you can make the ankle. Maybe you have a bolster or even a foam roller you could put under your legs. Maybe you extend your legs in a little star. Hands come out by your sides. If you find your shoulders are pokey, press your elbows into the floor and lift and roll your shoulders under. For the first few breaths, one hand to the heart, one hand on the belly. Just feel the touch of your hands. Feel the rise and fall. Let some heaviness come into your shoulders and your jaw. Bring your awareness to the skin on your scalp. Just soften it. The beautiful thing about poetry and literature and art is that you can return to them for solace again and again when needed. And I know I've read this poem before, but it won't ever get old. Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese high in the clean blue air are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. For meditation, you are welcome to stay where you are or to come into a comfortable seat. So the discipline of coming back again and again, mixed with the question, what can I do? So, in response, a loving kindness meditation tonight. First, sending loving kindness towards yourself. May I be free from inner and outer harm. And then sending loving kindness towards the people around you that you love dearly. You can name those people in your head or out loud. That's okay. May you be free of inner and outer harm. May you be peaceful and happy. May you be healthy and strong. May you care for yourself joyfully. Sending those phrases to yourself. May I be free of inner and outer harm. May I be peaceful and happy. May I be healthy and strong. May I care for myself joyfully. Sending them to those you love. And tonight, sending them to someone who might in normal times be sort of neutral to you, but who we have come to appreciate as essential workers, whether they're the postman or woman, the bus driver, the grocery store clerk. May you be free from inner or outer harm. May you be peaceful and happy. May you be healthy and strong. May you care for yourself joyfully. And after sending those phrases to yourself, to those you love, to those you might feel more neutral towards, finding someone you might find difficult. It doesn't have to be the most difficult person in your life. It could be moderately or minorly difficult person. But sending them the phrases of loving kindness. May you be free of inner or outer harm. May you be peaceful and happy. May you be healthy and strong. May you care for yourselves joyfully. In that big circle of inclusion, love is not a piece of pie to divide up. Giving love to someone doesn't mean you won't have more love to give to somebody else. Our hearts do not have to exist in scarcity. Sending loving kindness phrases. Maybe the universe is too big. Maybe the world feels too big for you. Find a phrase that encompasses the earth, the world, all creatures. Send loving kindness phrases there. Maybe even it's the collective we. May we be free of inner and outer harm. May we be peaceful and happy. May we be healthy and strong. May we care for each other and ourselves joyfully. Finding your way into a comfortable seat. Bringing your body with you with its sense of calm and ease. We'll close with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Then I will turn the recording off and we can say our goodbyes. Or if anyone has anything to add or say, they can do it at that time. Inhaling. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste to each of you. I'm glad you could all make it tonight.